At this stage, you're hopefully feeling a lot more confident about creating a simple model like this one. In this video, we'll take it to another level by importing another Shapr3D file into this model and then projecting a sketch onto a face. From the File menu, select Import to Current Project. I'm going to search for and select a Shapr3D file that I've used to develop my logo. The new drawing has been imported and located directly on the origin. That's because the imported drawing was created around the origin. It's a good idea to begin projects centered around the origin so that they will all have the same reference point. That may vary though with some projects, but it's usually a good place to start. Notice how the new project has come in as a sketch and is listed in the Items panel. That's because there are no bodies in this drawing that I've imported, or this project that I've imported. That makes it very easy to handle. See how the sketch is selected when I click it in the Items panel. And to make it easier to identify, I'm going to rename it CK Logo. In this video, we're also going to take a look at this panel on the right, and you've probably been wondering what this is all about. These are our constraints. With constraints, you can limit or control how objects behave in the workspace, a bit like bossing them around. If I try to move this sketch with the Move Rotate tool, you can see that it won't budge. And that's because it's currently locked, and I can see that here. Now I'll just quickly cancel out of the Move tool and reselect the sketch. Now click Unlock. Now click Move Rotate again. And you can see that the sketch moves freely now. Let's move it up to the space where I want to use it. I'm going to place it just above the text. But as I get closer and zoom in, you can see that it's actually on the bottom. It still came onto the top plane, but remember that sketches that we've made on the top plane have now been extruded up and now have a thickness. So we need to move this sketch up. Now let's pull it back a bit. You might need to spend a bit of time just adjusting the view so that you can work on your model more easily. This can take a bit of trial and error as you move it around. It's a bit big for what I want, so we need to scale it down. Click Exit Sketching. Notice how some other tools have now become available. It's as if Shapr3D can kind of read my mind and guess what I'm trying to do next. I'll select Scale. I can enter a scale factor directly, or I can drag this little icon to adjust the scale. Now let's move it around a bit using the Move Rotate tool. Let's just adjust the size again using the Scale tool, and I can keep adjusting it until it looks right. And I reckon that looks pretty good. Now rotate and see what we have. Okay, the logo seems to be floating in space. Now we're going to project it onto the steel section. Click the Project tool here. Now simply select the surface that you want to project onto, and then click the tick. The logo has now been projected onto the surface, and we can now do stuff with it. Zoom in and extrude the logo down 0.4 millimeters. How about that? A logo above our Awesome Openers label. And I reckon that looks, well, awesome. Now let's do something crazy. I'll place the same logo on the reverse side and make it bigger. Select the logo in the Items panel, then click the Move Rotate tool. An important step here is to select the Copy option. We want to copy this sketch to make a new projection. Drag the logo down to the other side and rotate the model around at the same time so you can see what you're doing. Now unclick Copy. Otherwise, every time you move or rotate the sketch, you'll make a duplicate. Okay, now that looks kind of right, but it's backwards. Zoom in and use the rotate arrow to rotate the sketch 180 degrees. You can just use the rotation arrow or get it close and then enter the value of 180. Okay, that's better. Now let's position that and then scale it up. Keep adjusting with the Move Rotate and Scale tools to get the position and size just right. That might take a few goes. Yes, that looks good. Now, remember I said a moment ago that it's almost like Shapr3D is reading my mind. Well, look what's here, the Project tool. Use the Project tool to project the logo. Then we'll extrude it down 0.4 millimeters. Now, I reckon that looks pretty awesome. To reset the view, double-click the orientation cube. Now rotate your bottle opener around a bit and have a look at this cool thing that you've created. In the next video, we'll look at making small modifications to add more detail to the design. Yes, there is a lot more that we could do to this design to make it just a little bit more special. And if you found this video helpful, then hit the like button, leave a comment or question, and consider subscribing for more tutorials like this one.